Back again here at CI Conroe with our main man, Tony.
It's been a minute.
I know, man. How you doing, brother?
Oh man, doing good, man. Doing good. Man. We have had a few changes around here, but man, changes that are taking us in the right direction for sure. Changes that are taking us in the right direction. We have got our new general manager just started this week, Mr. Michael Blanton, who comes to us from Austin.
Right.
With a lot of bar and restaurant experience.
Okay.
So those are things that are definitely going to help us point in the right direction. Man,
So
sure.
we're gonna let him run the bar part, and
You got it.
so we got Big Dog in the humidor.
Back in the humidor.
Okay, man.
Man, I can worry about my baby again.
Get back to the roots of it.
That's it, man.
Right.
So the drink should be better now?
The drink should be better now. Man. Exactly. I even have a dude that don't drink in charge of a bar.
But you know, man, that's how we originally met, though, right?
That's it. Exactly.
Back when you was over in CI Katy.
That's it.
You were in the humidor. I always remember the tall guy with the hat, man. He's always gonna recommend a dope cigar for me.
So Tony, here's the thing though. For those that might not know you, with this new season going, Black Cigar Festival. Mm-hmm. So why don't you really introduce yourself to the people and tell them where you are and who you are, and if they come to CI, what type of experience they should be looking for.
Absolutely. Well, I'm Tony Guillory. I'm the assistant general manager. Q and I both hail from the BMT. That's right. We both hail from the from the BMT. That's right. No, man.
Golden Triangle, baby.
You got it. Golden Triangle, baby.
Yeah, that's the Bible Belt.
That's it. No, I come to cigars from a kind of a strange background a little bit. You know, I did 25 years in the Air Force. Didn't smoke cigars until after I got out of the Air Force. Been smoking cigars now about 7 or 8 years. And the one thing that I found that I loved about cigars, even before I started working in the industry, was the culture. You know, was the culture.
It is.
And so after I retired and I did a couple other things, you know, I taught for a little while. I decided I wanted to get into the cigar culture and into the business, and that's when Cigars International in Katy was just opening up, and I started out there as a retail guy, got promoted to a lead, and then when they needed the assistant general manager here, they called me up and they brought me up here. You know, and the best thing that happened to me once I got up here was, man, I want to say it was within days of getting here is when you fellas came in and said, hey, we've Paul introduced me to you guys, our former GM. He said, hey, we've already started a little bit of dialogue with these guys. Hey, Tony, I think that it's a good thing if we establish a little bit of a relationship with these guys, and the rest is history, man.
Yeah, the rest is history. Rest has been history. And what a year it was.
What a year it was. You know, what a year it was.
Yeah.
You know, we've come a long way. We've come a long way. You know, just these last 3 months, man. This has been the last 3 months have been the most successful months that Cigars International Conroe has had.
Yeah, we saw.
You know, and you know, and it's just going to continue to get better.
Yeah,
it's just going to continue to get better. You know, and so what can folks expect when they come here? They can expect an experience. You know, because like I say, man, folks can go to the liquor store and buy cigars.
Right.
You know, they come here and they keep coming here for the experience that we have. We got the top customer service.
Yeah.
You know, in town as far as our humidor staff goes.
Yeah. Oh man, those guys are amazing. Yeah.
We got the best old fashions in.
I know. We missed the opportunity. Yeah, right. We missed the opportunity for the box cracking open when the smoke.
You gotta have the presentation.
Drink. Right. Second drink.
Yeah, you have to get the presentation.
Second
the
take.
presentation is the basic. Right?
Yeah. Second take. I got you.
It's the only old fashioned you will ever drink if you get the presentation.
Yeah.
Right.
So we've got the best old fashions in town. You're gonna get some good music. Today we got some classic rock going. You'll get a little bit of blues. You're gonna get a little bit of jazz. When we do our ladies' night on the 22nd,
Something for everybody.
Something for everybody. Grown and sexy.
Yeah,
grown and sexy.
Right.
You know, so that's what they can expect when they come here.
Okay.
You know, for sure.
But Tony, we want to talk a little bit also about kind of how the culture has evolved and how you've seen it being here. You know, you're in the trench. You know, you see it on a daily basis how the culture has evolved. Whether it's universal or whether it's just like in the female spectrum or. You know, we've seen a lot of things. People ask me a lot. I had a young lady I was talking to this past week, and she was like, I see so many ladies now smoking cigars. Is that something that, can you speak to the people about that and, kind of break that stereotype about how at this particular point, this is not just a male dominant.
Exactly.
Exactly.
In the past, if a cigar lounge had something like a full bar or something like that, the ladies would maybe accompany their guy and go to the cigar lounge with them and probably grab something like a little flavored cigar, like a little Tatiana or something like that, or something like that.
Right.
But over the years, man, that has evolved to where the ladies come in on their own. They come in groups.
Right.
And they ain't just smoking Tatianas no more.
Well, they buying liggers now, right?
Right. My hair is full of smoke.
Nope, not at all. Not at all.
They buying Arturo Fuentes. They're really
They are purchasing
big time cigars.
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
Right.
And it's not, you can't really put it on one group. It's a diverse. It's the whole spectrum. Coming in and grabbing a cigar. I think that part of it is the fact that the club scene, a young lady going into a club in a group or by herself, not saying that she's being bothered, but she'll sit down and she'll have people approaching her.
Right.
Here, these young ladies can come here. One, they know that they can feel safe here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And two, they can sit over at a table in a comfy chair, and nobody bothers them.
Right.
They can just sit there and enjoy this. They can just sit there and enjoy this thing.
Right.
Man, I literally came in one day and saw a lady knitting, and I was like, "Are you serious with me?" And she was smoking a cigar, and she was by herself, and she was relaxed. And I think the games and everything else was going on around her, and she was sitting there knitting.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, she was in here knitting.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, it's just a vibe, right?
Yeah.
So, you don't want that club scene, but you still want to get out and have some type of social interaction, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, being part of Black Cigar Festival now, I try to move around a lot. I have people that ask me to come to their different establishments, and I do it. I just, I do it out of camaraderie to just break a little bread with them, show them, hey, little love, thank you for supporting us. We come out and support you, right? But it's different here, right? Because when you come here, it's some of them, they're kind of small, and a lot of them don't offer a bar. And if they offer a bar, they may not have a really good humidor, right? They just got a few select cigars, right? And they have like really high end cigars, and then they have like really low end. And it's hard finding that good bargain cigar, that good smoke that you're not spending $25 a stick for, right? So that's what I've appreciated about coming here, is that I've had the opportunity over the last year to go to different spots, and I see the difference on what we're working with over here and what we're building, and it's not to knock anybody else,
absolutely.
But it's just when you see the comparison, it's like, man, it's like, okay, I really respect what we got going on over here, and I appreciate the growth that we've been putting the effort towards.
It's funny. You can always spot somebody that's walking in here for the first time.
Yeah,
Because
they stop at the door. They just start looking.
There you go.
Right,
That's
was me.
exactly right.
Right,
Because they stop at the door and they just take it all in.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they're expecting that, dark, smoky, kind of old school cigar lounge that you've seen in the past.
Right.
And they walk in here and they see very little smoke.
It's a whole different vibe.
And look over here and see the whole bar.
They're kind of cliquish, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of the old school cigar bars or lounges, it's the same guys that come every day, right?
Yeah.
And when you walk in, you're the outsider, and like the music stops, and they just look at you for a minute, right? You kind of get that uncomfortable feeling, right?
Right,
Like Eddie Murphy in
Trade
Place.
Right, right.
I've been in one of those. I walked in, I was like, you don't belong here.
But at the same time, we've been coming here for almost a year, and we still have the regulars, right? We got we have that regular group that come in, but at the same time, they're so welcoming to the people because they recognize that you haven't been here before, and they go, and they found a way to embrace you and make you feel comfortable. And at the same time, if you just want to sit alone, you're not forced to be grouped up with somebody that you really don't feel like you want to congregate with. And that's what I like about there's so much room, so much space, patio. You can sit in the couch, the big chairs, or you can sit at the table or sit at the big top. So it's so much room to like stretch your legs out, move around, and grow and socialize at your comfort level, and not feel like, oh man, it's 10 people here, I got to start talking to somebody real quick.
Exactly.
So
exactly. I think that whole the culture gets kind of flows from the top. Flows from the top. Our previous GM, that's one thing that he instilled in all of us was that, hey, we are all kind of like a family. Nobody that walks in that door is a stranger. Okay, and everybody's welcome in here.
Right.
And that is what we have continued to do.
Yeah.
That's what we've continued to do. And I think that's what's making.
By nature, you could tell Paul was a real quiet guy, right? By nature, you could tell he was a real quiet guy. But at the same time, he always made us feel welcome.
Yeah.
Right? He was always accommodating, whatever we needed, whatever we asked for, and if we didn't ask for it, right? So I could see how that was definitely instilled, and then that trickle down effect.
Yeah, and we're trying to keep that up.
Yeah.
We're working hard.
You did a great job.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
Yeah, we did an
Like,
excellent
great
job.
Thank you. I appreciate
And
Definitely made it a comfortable place for me to say,
Right.
hey, this is where I like to go with CI. And I didn't even use the term CI. I was always Cigar International. I was
Right.
politically. I was always with the CI International.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, I'm going to CI. And I was like, where?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Oh, I got you. All right. So now that's what it is. It's CI.
that's it.
It just
Home.
We've created that vibe. It's home. Yeah,
It's
you
home.
can move the chairs around.
Yeah, you can move
There's
chairs
5
around.
over here. Move 3 more.
There you go, man. There you go.
Right.
There you go.
And people will see. They'll see that you come in. It might just be you and somebody else, and the guys they'll start moving chairs and tables for you. Right.
Right. That's right. It has been.
So just the fact that it's a bigger place.
Yeah.
Right. It still has that smaller mentality, but it also has a very embracing mentality that's different from the other places.
For sure.
So some of the things they might not know also is that they can bring their dominoes and their cards and things like that in. You a chess player, you can bring your chessboard in.
So we've actually got some sets of dominoes here for checkout. We've actually got a couple of chessboards here for checkout. We are starting Texas Tuesdays.
Okay. So people need to know that.
Which means that the first and third Tuesday of the month is going to be domino night. I'm sorry. The first and third Tuesday of the month is going to be poker night.
Okay, poker night. Oh, that's going to be big.
The second Tuesday is going to be dominoes, and then the fourth Tuesday is going to be kind of like a call your own. Just come on in and call whatever game you want to play.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind coming and busting some heads on some spades.
Here we go.
That just sounds like one of them nights.
Here we go.
Just bust a whole bunch of heads on the spades.
Put that wallet on the table and see what it do.
Uh-oh.
Put that wallet on the table and see what it do.
The who?
That wallet.
Carrying no wallet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I bet you don't. You see, look.
You don't want them cats to do everything on the front.
Yeah, hey, look. He gonna sit there and cash out me per, hey.
Yeah. So we've got that. Next Wednesday, we have our next comedy night, our next comedy show. Yeah, so we've got our comedy show that's going to be coming back.
You know who's sponsored? I mean, who's featured that night?
I don't know the comics, but we've got a young man named Sean Sorley who is kind of heading that up for us. Man.
Okay.
They're doing a good job, man.
All right,
doing a good
cool.
job. So next Wednesday is our comedy night. This Saturday, I actually had a guy from the local Ford Bronco group
Okay.
who reached out to me and they want to do a Bronco meetup up here.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's the 22nd. That's the same day that you guys are doing your thing, and that's going to be in the morning.
Okay.
And that's going to be in the morning. So
Okay.
we actually have we should have about 75. We should have about 75 or 100 Broncos up here in the morning.
Okay.
We're going to bring in some live music for him.
Okay.
The gentleman that was playing the Cuban music that one night.
Yeah.
We're going to have him up here for that morning, and then that night it's going to lead right into
Fort Flame Saturday.
Flame Saturday.
February 22nd, be here.
22nd.
Yeah.
Be here.
Yeah.
That's it.
But look, since we throwing out dates also, keep this in your calendar, gang. July 5th. So we get asked about this all the time.
Yeah. Oh my God. I didn't
When
know
are
you
y'all
about to bustle
actually
with
doing
this.
the Black Cigar Festival event? Not the pop-up, not the monthly pop-up. When are y'all doing y'all event?
Yeah.
It's
We
locked
get that all
in.
the time.
July 5th. So put it in your calendar.
Red, white, and smoke, baby.
That's right.
Red,
That's
white,
right.
and smoke, baby.
You
That's
talking
it.
about putting some smoke in the air?
Yeah.
That's right.
And if you have never been to a Black Cigar Festival event, oh my God, you have missed it. This is one you do not want to miss. July 5th. You don't want to miss a Black Cigar Festival.
July 5th.
There's going to be so many things that you're going to get an opportunity to partake in. We can't give it all to you right now.
Right,
As the weeks go on, as the months go on, we're going to slowly start releasing information on who's going to be here, how we're going to lay this thing out, the opportunities that you're going to have to connect on the business level.
Right.
I'm talking to all my entrepreneurs out
That's
there
it.
on the business level. Make sure you in the room, but not just in the room. Make sure you know how to stay in the room when you get here.
That's it.
Because we're gonna have a nice room set up for
Right.
you.
We're gonna have cigar vendors, alcohol vendors,
Yep.
and we're gonna have some of our small entrepreneur vendors.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a time. It's gonna be a time for sure.
It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really great time, and we know it's gonna be hot around that month. Because some of you probably thinking, man, it's hot around that time frame. Don't even worry about it. We got you covered.
We got you covered. Air conditioned tents, the whole nine. We got
we gonna
it.
be ready
We got
for
it.
you.
We know how we live in Texas. We know how to adapt.
And we
got
already
this.
know what's going on.
We got this.
Well, we think it's gonna be hot.
We
Tony,
We are.
brother.
So, we have got, it's all about cigars. And you guys mentioned vendors and everything. And we've got one of our favorites back.
Yeah.
We all smoking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Agate
you're
North
right.
Leaf
We
tonight.
are smoking it.
We all
Yeah.
smoking Agate North Leaf product
Right.
tonight.
And he was so knowledgeable last time we talked to him. I can't wait to get him on here again
Yeah.
and let him rap with us a little bit. He's full of energy. So I
He's
can't
full
wait
of
to get him on.
energy. Yeah,
Can't
yeah,
wait
yes,
to get him on.
Yeah.
But I just want to, I really want to take this opportunity once again to thank you guys for everything that you guys have done for CI Conroe, because I know that without you guys, we wouldn't be as at the point that we're at. We started out, we didn't know how we were going to get there, how we were going to get here, but we've gotten here.
Yeah, we are here.
Right,
We are
we're
here.
here.
We are here.
We are here.
And we're
And
blessed and
that's-
thankful to be here.
Absolutely.
Right. And
Absolutely.
it's just a step that we were put in
Yep.
through fate, and
That's it.
the next step is wherever
Keep
you put us
going.
at. Right.
That's
Wherever
it.
you put us at.
That's it.
Wherever you put us at.
That's it.
Let's
Thank
keep
you,
on
fellas.
pushing.
Absolutely.
All right. Blessed.
Thank you, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Nothing but love.
BMT, baby, keep it
You got
live.
How to cure the
You ain't grab a humidor real quick?
yeah. I like when he talks about how to cure the humidors, man. A lot of people don't know that process.
I'll go grab one real
Yeah.
quick.
Okay. Cool.
Charlie, you here?
All right, welcome back for our second segment here at Conroe.
Cigars International.
Cigar International Conroe. You know, I was sitting there thinking about Katie because we were sitting there talking about Katie. I was about to say
Yeah, we
Katie.
sitting thinking about Katie. We sitting talking about Katie.
We sitting there
and
talking
he was
about Katie. Like, wait a minute,
We're
which
not
one
in
we at?
Katie. We're in Conroe.
Like,
So
wait,
Katie just got a plug tonight.
Right. But you know what?
Yeah.
Katie, we be over there real soon.
Yeah,
though,
for
'cause
real.
We're gonna have to pop up over there and do something.
We do.
Straight up. They've been asking us
Yeah.
about it, so it's time to do something.
You might need to just come in and just set the cameras up.
Right, no
Yeah.
doubt. So, but look here. So we always enjoy bringing our boy Josh on because he's so knowledgeable about everything going on in the cigar life. You know, so he's always giving us good advice on which cigars to get, you know, how to cure our humidors. And so we want to bring Josh back on so he can talk to us a bit more about that, man. So what you got here, man?
Absolutely. So I brought up two of our first responder humidors today,
Okay.
just to let everybody know that we do have them. You know, we got to give our love out to our first responders. You know,
No doubt. Okay.
We got our first responder discount as well as our military discount. You get 10% off your entire purchase in the humidor. But we just got these bad boys in. With these humidors, they're rated to be about I believe a 25 count humidor.
Okay.
So a lot of people, one of the questions I ask is like 25. What? How do they get that rating? So the 25 cigars is talking about your Robusto size. So that's your standard 5 inches or 5.5 inch long cigar.
Okay.
So that's what it's rated on. You know, so 25 cigars depending on what size you actually put in there.
Got
Put some
it.
Gordos in there, you might be getting like about 15 or 20 cigars. You know, your 6x60s, if you will.
Okay.
But just a little refresher course on just how to season. You just brought this humidor to the house. You're ready to store your cigars. You can't put them in there right away.
Right. So I just can't take my cigars and dump them in here.
No, sir. Because the humidor is going to suck all that moisture out of your cigars, and you're just going to be left with dry leaves, and it's going to be an unsmokable cigar.
Okay.
So you need to season this thing before you put your cigars in there.
So put a little Crisco in it.
So
Not that kind of season.
So pay attention, guys, because right now this is cigar seasoning your humidor 101.
Let's do it.
So you want to get yourself some distilled water and a brand new sponge. It can't be spring water, it can't be tap water. It's got to be distilled water. So all those microbes and bacteria that's in the other water, that's going to cause mold to grow on your cigars. You don't want that. You know, you want good quality cigars to pull it out, pop it out, cut it, light it, enjoy it. You can't do that if you got mold all over your cigars. So you use that distilled water, get a brand new, fresh out the package, unscented sponge. You're going to saturate that sponge with that distilled water. And all this exposed cedar that you have here in the humidor, you want to wipe that down with that sponge. You don't want to soak it. You want to just dampen it down to the point where that wood changes color.
Right.
And then once you wipe down all that exposed cedar, put that wrapper that the sponge came in, lay it down here in the bottom. We're gonna take all the trash, if you will, take that out. Put that wrapper in here, lay the sponge down on top of that wrapper, close it, let it sit. About minimum 24 hours. At the absolute most, a week. Let it sit there. Just letting all that water just soak into the wood. You want it closed because it's going to expand that seal. It's going to really activate that seal, help keep that moisture in there. After that time period, like I said, whether it's 24 hours or a week, go ahead and open it back up. Take that sponge, toss it out, do what you want with it, and then you can go ahead and start putting your cigars in here. This one comes with a hydration puck. You can use this. I got no qualms against using that. Again, you want to pour some distilled water in here. That's going to activate the little gel beads that are inside there. You got that 3M tape on the back. You just stick this wherever you want to, wherever suits your needs.
Now, how much distilled water? Does it matter how much distilled water you put in that?
It does. I think it might even say like on the instructions, it might
Maybe
say
a drop or two or something.
Well, with this one, it'd probably be more than a drop or two. It says about half full. And it might even say about it, for the size of puck that it comes with, it might say like a teaspoon, a tablespoon. You don't want it overflowing. When you fill it up, I've done that before, and you'll start seeing all the gel beads pushing through the screen. And you don't want that falling onto your cigar because, as y'all know, and some of y'all may know too, not all your cigars come wrapped in cellophane.
Right.
So you don't want those gel beads falling on your naked cigars.
Right.
I'm sure that's not going to taste good whatsoever. Now, or what you can do, what I personally do, I don't use these at all.
Okay.
You can get yourself a Bovita pack, which we sell here in our humidor. The Bovita packs that we sell, they're good for about 20 to 25 cigars for one individual pack.
Okay.
Bovita packs, they work both ways. They put hydration out and they draw hydration in.
Okay.
Whatever that percentage is that's on that Bovita pack, that's what your humidor is going to be humidified at. So if you got a 69 Bovita pack in there, your humidor is going to be at 69%. And then the packs that we sell, they last you up to about 6 months, depending on how often you're going in and out of your humidor. Right. If you're in and out of there like every day, maybe a little bit less than 6 months.
Okay.
Once those things get rock hard, just toss it, replace it. And you're looking at about $4 for a single pillow. And I mean, it's easily disposable. That's all I use. I got a couple 50 counts at the house, and I just put 2 Bovita packs in there. I think in one humidor I got 69%, and my other one I got my 72s. It's perfect. I never have any issues, and if your cigars if you got one pack in there and your cigars are still too dry, go ahead and throw a second one in there. But you throw a second one in there, keep them the same percentage. So you don't want a 69 and a 72,
right?
Because then they're going to be fighting. They're going to be like trying to hydrate each other, dehydrate each other.
Okay.
You want them to be the exact same percentage.
So Josh, enlighten me on this. I've noticed that every humidor that I come across has cedar wood in it.
Yes.
Why cedar?
Cedar is the preferred wood for cigars because it retains the moisture better than any other wood. From the scientists in the cigar world, they figured it out that pine just doesn't do it, and or an oak just doesn't do it. Cedar, the way it retains the moisture and helps put moisture out, it's the best wood to use. Like even people use cedar strips to light their cigars,
right?
Because it'll add that cedar flavor. So that cedar can also be adding that more enjoyable flavor to your cigars while they're sitting there in your humidor aging.
Okay. Man.
Once again, every time comes on,
I was like, I thought I knew it all, and then he came and just hit me again. I was like, okay, I get it.
Learn something every day, right?
Yeah, you did, Josh. I mean, so over the years, like, if this is like just trial and error, or this is just knowledge that you obtained through classes, or how do you know about this?
Honestly, CI has taught me a lot. We have a training booklet that they have us read. So I've read that. I've listened to podcasts. I've done my own research. And just trying to learn what I can so I can better provide information to the customer.
Okay.
The better information I can provide to the customer, the more informed they are, the more better experience that they're going to have.
So I'm sure you got a bad humidor at the house, huh?
It's all right.
Modest.
Yeah, modest.
It's all right, huh?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's just okay?
Yeah, it's nothing special, just a standard, wooden box.
Yeah.
Actually, both of them were given to me.
Okay.
One great friend of mine, he was a firefighter, and he saw once I was getting into cigars, he gave it to me full of cigars.
Okay.
That he got off of one of our websites, and he's like, "There's no way I can smoke all these, so enjoy." And then a supervisor of mine when I was in Korea, he's like, "Yeah, I just upgraded my humidor. I'll give you this one for $25. There's another 50 count for $25."
Yes.
Sold.
Get it. Got it. So you were talking about like the first responders. So you guys do something also for our military, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all first responders and military veterans and active duty, you get 10% off in the humidor.
Okay.
We recently got these in because we're in the future we're looking at holding a first responder event where we're gonna don't know when yet. We're still trying to hash out those details. Where we're gonna give all first responders an extra discount in the humidor, like more than their standard 10%.
Okay.
And then we had the swag, if you will, specifically for first responders. We got the humidors. We got some colors as well. They have the thin red line and thin blue line.
Okay.
We gotta give some love out to the guys that are taking care of
No
themselves
doubt.
out in emergency situations.
Love it. Josh, man, we always love you on, man.
Always, brother.
Yeah,
Always. Much love.
You drop so many nuggets and so many bars, man. When you're
jokes.
And I think Josh gets more excitement by hanging out with us on our Fourth Flame Saturday than anybody.
Oh
out
yeah,
there,
on
man.
Fourth Flame Saturday.
Man,
Josh,
hey,
like,
look.
we killing it, y'all. We killing it.
It's always a great time.
We're like,
It really is. I love
Josh,
that.
we need you to work. No, I'm off tonight. I'm sitting in the chair tonight.
Yeah,
Always
blow
a good time
one
with
with
you
a
guys.
smoke one with a Josh.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. As always, brother.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
you, man.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, man.
My pleasure. Thanks, E.
Much love.
Appreciate you guys.
All right.
Right.
Like count y'all in. In 3, 2.
Welcome back again from our break here at Conroe CI.
You still thinking about that?
I know, man. I had to say Conroe first, right? But look here, we want to sit down and have a conversation with one of our regulars over here, Mr. Whalen.
Yes, sir.
Brother, first of all, thank you for coming on, man.
No problem at all, Q.
And, so we were just talking with Tony about how people come in and it's like a very family style atmosphere here, right? And we kind of talked about how when people come into this location, and even Katie for that matter, right? People come in and it's not like a traditional cigar lounge, right? Because like the old school cigar lounges, they're kind of like centered around that neighborhood, right? They got the same guys come in, and when an outsider comes in, they kind of feel a little standoffish, right? And But we've noticed that when people come in here, right, got the same group, between you, Stan, and Jimmy, and the regulars, right, the everyday crew, right? Talk to us a little bit about what do you enjoy about coming here that makes you come here 3 or 4 times a week,
For sure.
but also how y'all are so welcoming to outside people that you've never seen before.
Definitely. Well, the fundamental situation is that when you walk through a door and you see people that you know, that helps.
Right.
That always is a good thing. But it's not necessarily just who you know inside, it's who you get to meet when you're here.
That right.
And so when you walk in and you have the ability to just see somebody that opens up to you to say, hello, how you doing? And if you find a seat, because it's open, whether you know the person or not,
Right.
it's a welcoming environment.
Right.
And so when you become consistent and you're here all the time, then it makes it even better because it's been several times I come in, and I head check somebody at the bar and I find my seat and within 5 minutes
Having a deep conversation with somebody.
having a deep conversation
Right.
with somebody, but then all of a sudden also my drink shows up.
Right.
Not to say that we're just gonna go back and hit NBC's great cheers, but it's like you come in and everybody knows everybody. So it's a welcoming environment. But not just for your people, but for any and everybody else.
Right.
And so I think that's what makes it even better. And then of course, because it is in the vicinity of home, it makes it that much easier to come in and have a good time.
Right, because what I've noticed, it doesn't matter what sex you are, right? It can be male, female. It doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter your political beliefs. People walk in and all that drops because the only commonality is that stick.
The stick.
it.
Right? That's
Yeah.
it. That's the only commonality that we worry about.
Yeah.
And we put all the rest of those differences behind us, and we smoke one,
enjoy
right?
yourself.
We enjoy ourselves.
Well,
Right.
the other big thing about that though, and I say this all the time, is when you come in, you have you come in and you got a nice opportunity to find whatever you may want in the humidor, right?
Right.
And if you have a question about something,
Oh man, they're very helpful with that.
then you get, okay, well, what are you looking for? And then they kind of walk you through the whole progression.
Right.
Are you a seasoned smoker or are you a beginning smoker? And what's your price point? And the other thing about that here is also you can get anything from $2 to however much you want to spend.
Right.
Right. Right.
But they're not gonna gouge you.
Yeah.
But then when you sit down and you start talking to the people, they engage you also.
Right.
And they, and as you come in, the recognition becomes, okay, you like X, Y, and Z, whatever that may be.
Right.
Well, you may want to try this one. And, then you have the other opportunities of, okay, well, let me get you plugged into CI's website. And then you start getting, hits because you choose to, engage in what they're providing. And then overall, the understanding behind everything in here is, whoever's coming in,
Right.
and the comfort level gets that.
Right.
And when I say comfort, you can sit down and have your smoke, whether you want to be in the corner by yourself and you can be left alone, or you want to engage with the people,
Right.
and everything is good.
It's not cliquish.
By no
It's,
means.
it's,
By no
it's,
means.
it's, it's not about if you know somebody, you'll fit in. If you walk in the door, that's all that matters.
If you come in and you are approachable, you will be approached.
I think you said the key word there.
Right.
If
right.
you are approachable.
If you are approachable.
There you go.
Approachable, yeah.
Well, I mean, everything goes both ways.
Yeah.
But one thing I like about it also, though, is that you can sit, like I said, you can sit in that corner,
Yeah.
and
nobody will bother you.
and nobody gonna bother you.
Right.
And because you have the opportunity to just come in and do so, then people have chosen to just come in the middle of the day, do some work, and still have production.
Yeah.
And and so
Man,
the comfort level.
as clean as you are today, it looked like decided to do work up here today. Did you go in the office?
I mean, I did go in. You know, the opportunity presented itself, and
You took advantage of it.
advantage.
You took advantage of it.
stepped out. You know, matter of fact, yeah, I haven't been home.
Not yet. No.
But wait, hey man, we just wanted to kind of reach out to some of the people, just to let everybody know that this that kind of spot, right?
It is
Where
that
people
spot.
get, you know, where it's not a whole bunch of nomads that's coming in here, right? It's a family atmosphere.
I like that.
Right? It's a family atmosphere, and you're part of that family, right?
Yes.
But just because you've never been here before doesn't mean that you can't be part of that family.
Not at all. Not at all. Matter of fact, I've met several folks in here that literally were drop-ins, and they would come in, go straight to the humidor, find what they were looking for, and and just kept on going. But this one individual said, "Hey man, y'all in here all the time." So he just literally stepped over and said, "Hey, is this chair open?"
Sit down and start talking.
Sit down.
Right. Put up a drink, let's do it.
And let's think about it this way. This is no different than any respective other establishment that allows you to just be comfortable in your space.
Right.
Country club, barbershop,
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be. This is an extension.
Right.
And you had the opportunity to meet those individuals, and because you create that camaraderie, then you start creating some synergies. And then engaging in conversation, you can figure out what individuals do from all walks of life.
Right.
And to your point earlier, there's no situation where everybody has to be on this side because you're on this side of the aisle fundamentally, or you're on this side, or you're a black or a white. It's just a communal situation.
Right.
And because you have this,
That's all the commonality we need.
and
That's all we need.
and the question becomes, okay, what you smoking?
Right.
And
Right.
then that engages a whole nother type of
Because I may
conversation.
turn you on to something different, but at the same time, you may turn me on to something
Always.
different.
My point of it is that if you ask enough questions or you engage in enough conversation, then you'll find out that there's a lot more in common than you are separated.
Yeah. You almost found like a family member here a couple weeks ago, huh?
I actually did, 100%. And it was two questions. And it had been knowing and seeing him in here for several opportunities, or several times. And then he said something about disrespecting, places in Central Texas, Grimes County. I said, man, what you know about that? Just in casual conversation.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you figure it out, know. And then at that point in time, I jumped on my phone, hit my mom up. Hey, who is so and so? And I had to stop up from the convo because like, mom, I'm at the cigar lounge.
Yeah, we got time, but we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about that later.
Right.
But yes, but the camaraderie.
No doubt.
creates that.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Man, we thank you so much for
Yes,
taking the
sir.
opportunity and
Right,
being
no
on our
doubt.
podcast. This is our first time bringing you on.
Yeah.
But we definitely want to bring you on again.
Without a
because
problem.
there's a lot of things that that I know that you are involved in, and we want to talk about some of them
Hey,
things.
sometimes it's always good.
Yeah, we'll give the people an opportunity to learn who Waylon really is.
Arrows, Quinn, I want to say thank y'all for
Yeah.
giving me the opportunity to
man, come
express
on, man.
myself. And as you said earlier, when you walk through the doors, it's a family atmosphere.
Right.
And I just want to lift y'all up for saying you're bringing this atmosphere to the masses.
Yeah.
We doing our best. We trying.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah,
No doubt.
Thank
definitely.
you, brother.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, now.
Two.
Welcome back, gang. We are here once again. Cigar International Conroe with our main man Terrence. Y'all probably remember him from our first season. Aganosa. Terrence, thanks for coming out again, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Man, appreciate you. Appreciate you.
again, man.
Mine.
Yeah.
It's good to be seen.
Yeah, man.
You're right about that. Yeah, you are right about that.
So tell us, man. So last time we talked to you was back in
July. Yeah.
Right. So what you been up to since then, man?
Just running around like nuts, just preaching the gospel, going city to city. I work. I live in Miami, but I work with our reps throughout the country, and then we have house accounts like Cigars International, and just like I said, there's so many great cigars out there. And what the best one you've never heard of is one you don't smoke.
Right,
So
right.
we're out there to get them in your guys' hands, and then let you guys go out there and tell other people about them one way or the other. And
Yeah.
it's not rocket science. It's just hard work and a grind.
Miami, huh? Yeah, we need to get back out there, man.
Yeah, you gotta come down and visit.
Yeah.
Come down and visit. Come by the office. Have a Cuban coffee, Cuban sandwich. We got a Cuban roller still. So we can roll up some cigars. It'll be
Really?
fun. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So we used to make a lot of cigars in Miami, but now we just have one roller left, and she does event cigars. So sometimes for an event, like she'll roll up a couple hundred or something like that. So, but when people come in to visit, we'll have her roll some stuff up just to, for a lot of people haven't seen that before.
Okay.
And she's a class 9 Cuban roller, so she can do diademas, perfectos, lanceros, so she can do a whole bunch of different stuff.
Come on now.
Yeah.
See,
Well, if you're
podcast in Miami.
Yeah, there you go.
Podcast in Miami.
Podcast in Miami. Let's do it.
Be you ready to
heads
go?
up, you can come down anytime, man.
Podcast Miami. See, I wasn't going to put my ashes in
No, I didn't.
that pretty ashtray. I wasn't even going to do that.
Yeah. What do you want to put it with that?
That's for display only.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
but it's your ashtray.
No,
Do what
no,
you want
no,
with
no,
it.
no.
And this is a nice ashtray.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh.
Move that up.
Now, once again, you
that?
cannot come to Cigar International
And not get one of these.
and not get one of these awesomely smoked old fashions. Ooh, that smells good, right?
It pairs so well.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
It is pairing so well, man.
It does, really, right?
No, great. Yeah, nothing like a good old fashioned.
So, last time we were here, Terrence, I see you have your small sticks here, and you were doing a demonstration back in the humidor back in July.
Yeah.
So now, from what you said, we're going to do this
For the viewers,
for the viewers.
yeah.
Right. So tell us what you got, man. What you working with?
So basically, these are called fumas of tobacco, and what it is it's a single leaf rolled up. And blenders do this. They take different tobaccos, they put them together, they smoke one, they smoke the next one, they try to put them together.
Right.
So what we're going to do is kind of a simplified version of that. Where we're going to smoke 2 tobaccos that are in every Aganorsa cigar. Anytime you smoke, this one you're smoking, the one you're smoking, when I'm smoking, any cigar on that table of Aganorsa, it's going to have these tobaccos somewhere in there. Wrapper, binder, filler, but it's going to be in every cigar we make.
It's going to be a blend.
Somewhere it's going to be. It's like sugar in the butter and the cake. Every cake has got it somewhere. Just depends how much they use and how they use it and what they combine it with, right?
Gotcha.
So the first one we're going to hand out here, this is called Corojo 99. Corojo 99 is a Cuban seed varietal. We're the only major growers of it left in the world because it doesn't have a high yield. So from a fiscal perspective, you can grow X and make more money, or grow Y and make less money. Most people are going to grow X. It doesn't mean X is bad. It just means it's more profitable.
Okay.
We grow Corojo 99 because we love the flavor and aroma of it. Even though we could grow something else and probably make a few more bucks, but we grow so much that we can do it successfully.
Gotcha.
So when you light this up, it's going to make you salivate on the sides of your mouth, spice on the tip of the tongue, and a lingering sweetness, and through the nose spice.
I feel it already just from you saying it.
There you go. Power of suggestion. Every Aganorsa cigar uses this. It could be the wrapper, binder, filler, but it'll be in every blend.
Okay.
Okay.
So light that up.
Light it up.
And our Corojo 99 is grown in the Jalapa Valley. Jalapa Valley is in northern Nicaragua. It borders Honduras. It's one of the 3 major growing regions in Nicaragua. It's very similar to Pinar del Rio in Cuba. It's got very sandy, reddish soil, similar climate to Pinar del Rio. Pinar del Rio is the best growing region in Cuba. When people talk about Cuban cigars, they're talking about Pinar del Rio. It's like California wine, they're talking about Napa. They're not talking about San Diego.
Okay. Can you say that one more time?
Corojo 99?
Yeah. About the where it's grown.
So it's grown in the Jalapa Valley.
Okay.
It's J, because in Spanish, J sounds like H. Jalapa.
Okay.
Jalapa. And that's one of the 3 major growing regions. So, like I said, Corojo 99, Jalapa. This is a viso leaf. It's the middle part of the plant. You know, tobacco gets stronger as you go up on the plant. Visos are below the lejeros, which are the strongest.
Okay.
But they're a little bit linear. You don't get as much complexity. And the secos at the bottom, which are light and good for combustion, but not a ton of flavor. Viso's got flavor and complexity.
It's really spicy.
Yeah, it got
It's got spicy.
really
say, bro.
spicy.
That's
really
the nose,
spicy.
and it's spicy.
Yeah, I was like, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, as far as tobacco strength, like, how strong is this?
So it's interesting you say that. It's actually, of the 2 you're going to smoke, it's not as strong as the second one, but it's spicier.
Right. So
you know
it
how-
hit you with the flavor. Hit you in the mouth.
So you
It
don't
really
get
hits you in the
so
mouth.
you can have that drink, and that drink can be smoother than if I gave you a shot of vodka or something like that. But the shot of vodka, you know that's alcohol, right?
Correct.
Even though that could have more alcohol in it, it's smoother. So there's strength and then there's spice.
Right.
So this is spicy.
Okay.
But even though it's spicy, it's not as strong as the second one. The second one is smoother, but it has more strength, more body to it. So it's going to be interesting when we go to the second one here.
Right, I've hit it like 3 or 4 times, like it hits you, but I don't know like the strength behind it.
Yeah, I know. It's just
And you never know till you can like smoke the whole thing,
Yeah, exactly,
right?
yeah.
It's like all right,
It's spicy.
it's definitely spicy.
so set that one down.
All right.
But we'll come back to it in a second here, so don't toss it or anything. The next one is called Criollo 98. Criollo 98 is a very commonly grown Cuban seed varietal. A lot of people grow Criollo 98, not just us. And this is grown in Esteli. Esteli has that very dark, rich volcanic soil.
Okay.
It's I say you can taste the rock. It's going to be earthier. It's going to be grittier. It's going to be smoother, more body. And when you put your tongue to the roof of your mouth, the roof of your palate, you'll get salt. But totally different flavor.
Okay.
And I can tell the difference between the aroma. Even the aroma is different.
Right. And right off the bat, you don't have that.
No spice.
Right. No spice. No spice. So this is the one that you smoke, and you smoke it too fast, and then you be feeling it the next hour.
Yeah.
Right,
It's kind of
right,
like, you know,
right.
it's like a really smooth drink that covers the alcohol. You're like, oh, this is great. And the next day, you wake up the next day, and you're like, oh, what happened?
Right. Yeah, definitely doesn't have the flavor of the first one, but it's that sneaky one though.
Yeah.
It's that sneaky one.
And rub your tongue to the roof of your mouth. It's like a salty taste.
Yeah.
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 Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
I was thinking about when he said it, I was like, damn right.
Now, which do you prefer? And there's no right answer.
So
This one is smooth.
it's smooth, but it doesn't have the flavor of the first one.
It does not.
Right?
Yeah.
So like initially when you start smoking a cigar, you start looking for flavor,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly, yeah.
And so like there are times when I'm smoking a cigar, right? And you hit that first third of that cigar, and you're looking for flavor.
Yeah.
Right? Because if it doesn't woo you, if it doesn't like hit you, you think, oh, this is gonna be a bum.
Yeah,
This is
it's
gonna
like
be a bum.
It's the first 15 minutes of a movie's boring. You're
Right,
like, oh,
right,
this movie's
right,
gonna suck.
Right.
So,
But
go ahead.
so once again, it's like if this one brings strength, that's something that you're not going to notice
Yeah.
in the first couple of puffs,
Exactly.
right?
So that's a perfect segue to what I'm about to talk about. It's all about how things combine. It's
Okay.
like tobaccos are like people. You could have two people, perfectly good people, nice people. You put them together, it's a beautiful marriage, or the divorce lawyers make a lot of money. Doesn't mean the people are bad. It doesn't mean anyone's bad. It just means they weren't right together.
Just
right?
didn't work together.
Some food, you know. I like lobster. I like chocolate cake. I don't want chocolate cake lobster. You know, it doesn't make sense. So the key is these have to combine well. So what you're going to do now, it's like a Cheech and Chong moment. You're going to put them together, and you're going to pop them at the same time. And it's going to become more balanced, more complex, more nuanced, more like a cigar. Just make sure they're both lit.
Oh shit. Okay.
And that's the key is when you're blending, you can't just use one thing. Like some people would say, oh, why don't you make the cigar all ligero? Well, it tastes terrible, you know? It's an ingredient. Oh, why don't you make the cigar all out of Maduro? Well, it tastes terrible, you know? It would be one tobacco. But if you take one thing and take another, nobody wants to eat vinegar or salt or sugar or whatever.
Wait.
Terrence, we need to party with you.
I'm
Man.
like, come on, man.
Wow.
So what cigar is this? Combined.
So all our cigars use both.
Okay.
So every single one. It just depends. Some are going to have more of the first. Some
I
are
was
going to have
saying,
more
because
of the
this
second.
one didn't taste like that. Like,
But watch. Go back to, and you can smoke this as much as you want. You can put them out or whatever. But like when you go back to the cigar, now you're going to start picking up the notes. And a cigar is Mozart. There's more things. It's like a cake is more than sugar and butter and egg. A cigar is more than just two tobaccos. But that's giving you a sense of what you're getting into.
I feel the spice from this one that I did off the first one.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm catching both.
Yeah, and the salt too. You get that salt.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. I didn't know the
first
liquor
thing I
top.
did,
I didn't know.
I
Right. I didn't know to do that. I didn't know to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first
And
thing I
then,
did.
hey, and I really tasted after I hit my old fashioned.
Okay.
Well, that works.
Yeah. I mean, for those of us that still drink, you know.
Yeah.
And they didn't ask me. I would have had one with you.
Well, you know, somebody, you know, some of us are, you know, fitness fit, and you can't drink anymore, you know. And
You know, it's funny. I did dry January, but it's always
it's February now, though.
Yeah, no, I'm drinking now. Nobody
Yeah,
asked me. I'll
February.
have one with you. I'll get you.
Bring one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm going back to the double.
it sucks. Yeah. Because you go to a cigar, bar, and everyone's having Terrence, let's have a drink, and then it's like, it's dry January, and everyone's like, it just ruins the mood, man.
Yeah,
It's like you go to a steakhouse and order a salad, it just ruins the mood.
Who the hell came up with dry January? I mean, like, whose idea was that? Because I didn't get a vote on that.
Yeah, there's not good.
Right, I mean,
no,
it
my
was-
wife. Yeah,
somebody's wife came up with it.
Yeah, my wife. She came up with it.
Yeah, because this is something I would not have voted for.
That's
Yeah,
it.
somebody's wife came up with it. Like,
I also
what you
don't
gonna
know
do?
democracy.
No.
The men's union is not what it used to be, my friends.
Yeah, it's very weak right now.
I don't know what happened. They sold us out.
This whole right to work shit is going down the tube.
I know, right? Yeah.
On the DIY commercial or something.
And that's the Aganorsa experience. That is the backbone of our blends. If you don't like that flavor you just tried, you don't want to smoke our cigars because you're always going to get that.
Right.
Aganorsa is kind of like a bourbon bar or a Scotch bar or whatever. But if you have a bourbon bar, there's all different types of bourbon, right? You got some that are cask strength, you got some that are weeded, or whatever. But it's always bourbon. So if I have a bottle of bourbon you haven't had before, or you're not drinking. But if you
Yeah, talk to me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like you know what you're getting into. It's not going to taste like vodka. It's not going to taste like gin.
It's going to be bourbon.
Right.
It's going to be bourbon.
So you like some more than others, but you know the sport you're going to be playing.
Great.
That's the advantage of that. Is that if you like us, you know what you're getting into.
Right.
If you want vodka or gin or rum, we don't have that. So we don't have a cigar for everybody. But if you like that low medium to full flavored, that rich complexity balance, we do that really well. So that's kind of what we stick to. We don't try to have a cigar for everybody. We try to be like, we're really good at this.
Right.
Let's keep doing this.
Because if you try to appease too many people, then you water down your own brand and you lose yourself.
Yeah. And again, sometimes you go, I love that cigar from that brand. And then you try another one, you're like, oh man, that's totally, because it's a Dominican cigar instead of Nicaraguan or whatever it is. And again, the advantage is that they have some guys that want a Dominican cigar. They have some guys that want a Honduran cigar. They have some guys that want a Nicaraguan cigar. So they have something for everybody. But just because you like one doesn't mean you'll like anything else that they make.
Okay.
Whereas with us, if you like us, more or less you're going to like pretty much everything we do.
Yeah.
So the last time you were here, it was the rare breed. Was it rare breed? Rare leaf.
Rare leaf.
Rare leaf.
Rare leaf.
Right.
Yeah, we're smoking one right now.
And the white label one.
Oh, the Anniversario.
Yeah.
Anniversario, yes.
And I was like, it was the first time I ever had it, right?
Yeah.
But now it's become like in my repertoire. Like I'll
great
see it.
to hear.
I'll walk in. I'll see it. Let me get that, right? So when you were here last, I got a couple of them, and I smoked one, right? But then I was just sitting in. I came in one Sunday, was sitting down with the fellas, and a guy I had never met before. We was sitting down talking. Said, "Yeah, Arganosa was here," and he brought these cigars out, and I just gave it to him, right? He started smoking and was like, "Yeah." He really enjoyed that stick, and I was like, it was worth it. Hey, let him have it. It was good. And so, first of all, when we come to these establishments like that, that's what you look for. You look for that camaraderie.
So absolutely. So you said two things that is what is the best thing that can happen at an event. One, cigars bring people together.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Imagine you were in a bar and someone was like, "We're drinking an old fashioned. Hey, have you ever had this bourbon? Let me buy you a bourbon." You'd be like, "What's this guy up to?" You think that's kind of weird.
Right,
In a cigar
right.
shop, hey, you like that Aganorsa Rare Leaf? Have you had the Anniversario? Let me get you one. That's the coolest thing about cigars. Nobody can agree on anything anymore. I saw the whole thing about how they're like, Serena Williams is dancing at the Super Bowl. Who cares? They're arguing about somebody dancing at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's like, who cares? She's a good dancer. Let her dance, But people argue about everything these days.
Right.
And but cigars bring people together. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is the other thing you said, is that what we want to do is find a cigar that you're going to enjoy, that becomes part of your repertoire, that becomes a cigar for you. We're not selling yachts. Let's say we don't have any, but let's say the cigar was $150, $200. If I sold you that and you didn't love it, nobody won. You wasted $200.
Yeah.
And then what did we lost a potential lifetime customer.
Right.
So that's a waste. So we want to get you a cigar that you like and you're going to smoke again and again and again and tell other people about it. And so that really is a successful event in my mind. You get to meet new people, you get to build new relationships. I've had so many great connections thanks to just the cigars, and then introduce people to new stuff that they enjoy. That's the whole goal.
It's a nice cigar. It's a nice stick.
Yeah,
Man.
it's amazing.
Really enjoy it.
Like,
And,
it is.
and the cigar. So from a resale point of view, right? There's so many sticks out there to choose from, right?
Yeah.
But when you get one, when it checks all the boxes, right? It's got a good flavor, it gives you, it has the right amount of kick to it. It's not real flat.
All the things you're looking for.
Everything that you're personally looking for, right?
Looking for, yeah.
Right, because there are some people that feel like, whoa, that's way too strong for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the spice. I don't like the spice. I need a blander, Connecticut style.
Yeah, very light. Yeah.
Very light.
And I've seen people be like, "We're not for you. Why don't you try something else?" It's a waste. It's a waste that you have something they're not going to like.
Right.
So that's why we do this Fuma tasting. Is, hey, are you going to like our cigars? Let's find out. And we give you that. And then that person goes, "I love that Corojo 99. I love that spice."
So would you say you guys have something for everyone? From that novice to
we don't. We don't have a beginner cigar with one exception. We actually have a cigar called New Cuba Superior, which is a light sweetened cigar.
Okay.
We just have that for the novices. We don't have Blow Your Head Off Strong, and we don't have Macanudo Mild, with that one exception. So overall, we don't have something for everyone, but we do have a cigar a lot of people love if they like our style. So that's what. And again, I always say it's like there's Michael Jordan and Bo Jackson. We want to be Michael Jordan. We want to be the best at this thing. Bo Jackson was awesome at a bunch of stuff,
Right.
but we're not that. We're
you found a lane, you're gonna stay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. You definitely did that. That is so once again, like I said before, it's a stick that I didn't get turned on until you were on the first time, right?
Thank you.
Didn't know anything about it, but ever since then, I was like, hey, I'll dip in, put that in my box,
Yeah.
and let's go with it.
No, we appreciate it, man. And that's the highest compliment you can pay. The
Yeah.
only metric of success is your enjoyment of the product.
Okay.
That's
Right.
it. Because at the end of the day, you don't like it, we have no business. Everything is built on what you guys enjoy.
So before we close out, we want you to take some time. Right there, talk to our people, let them know why they should be indulging in Agronauts cigars.
So our biggest thing is give us an opportunity to see if we're right for you. We may not be right for you, but we want the chance. And if you like what we do, you're going to love us because nobody else does it. And another benefit, we all have to buy cigars. It's hard-earned money out of our pocket. Everyone
Right.
works hard. We're vertically integrated, so we grow the tobacco, we manufacture cigars, we distribute. So our price points, if this was another company that had to buy the tobacco or have somebody distribute for them or have someone make it for them,
It'd be way higher.
They'd be way higher.
Right,
In many
way higher.
cases, they'd be double. So you're getting great value with us. At whatever price range. Our JFR cigars, it's supposed to be a $20 cigar for under 10. Amazing cigar, pigtail, tuck foot, triple cap like a Cuban, but simple packaging so that we get that price down for you. Our Anniversario and Rare Leaf line, those would be $20+ cigars if anyone else was selling them other than us. We sold those cigars to somebody else, that guy would charge 20+ bucks for them. So you're getting great value. And so what I always say is, this is the beginning. Like when I meet people, what's nice about it is to be able to bring them into the community that we have. We have a group on Facebook, Aganorsa Acolytes, thousands of members all over the nation. Join that, stay in touch. I don't have that many great ideas. What I do is I listen to you guys, I listen to people like that are listening to the show or watching the show, and I just steal their ideas and pass them off as my own. And it's been very successful. It's been very successful doing that. And really, because you guys are the ones that know. That's what, I don't get to go out and do this type of event as much anymore. I spend more time in the office as time has gone on, but I still like to do this because this is where you learn the truth. In the office, in your ivory tower, you start thinking you're a genius and everything you do is a good idea. Then you come and you meet the people that work at the store, we meet you guys, meet the consumers, and they tell you how it is.
Yeah.
And that's what you need to hear. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah.
Terrence, once again, brother,
My pleasure, man.
thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Man,
man.
you are the best.
No, you're not. And again, the invite stands. Come down to Miami one of these days, have a show there, or just visiting. Come by, have a Cuban coffee.
I'm gonna get you information before we leave.
Yeah, just give me a heads up. That's all I just need because I travel. So.
Got you.
We got you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man.
No,
Thank
thank
you.
you guys. And thank you guys.
All right. Good, man.
Thank you.
Killed it.
No, thank you guys.
Yeah, man.
And I'm gonna get you guys one of the travel cases too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Be right back.
then you want to close that?
Nah, we good.
We good.
Yeah, we good.
We good.
We good.
Yeah, we good.